Welcome back to the quest for treasure. We are in, I guess, Shasta County now. We've dropped down out of the Klamath forests and we're somewhere. Check out these flowers. And they go off in the distance there too. So we are in a national forest. You are allowed to collect rocks in the national forest. It's legal, has to be for personal collection purposes, can't be for resale, for profit. The average is about 15 pounds. Personal collection is what you're allowed to collect. So, just so you know, we're not out pirating the national forest. You're allowed to do that. Yeah. Just take care of the location where you're at. Try and leave it looking better than when you got there. And enjoy yourself. Well, here's the gravel bed we're trying to get down to. And that is the Sacramento River before it flows into Lake Siskiyou. And then off down the entire Central Valley, California. And there should be plenty of minerals down there. We just gotta get down there without dying. Some of the most spectacular serpentines and combinations of microcrystalline quartz that you're going to find in Northern California are along this river here. And you're in the mountains at the very source of the Sacramento River. Oh, look how pure that is. See the translucence and the green of that. That is just, that's beautiful. And the littler pieces have just broken away so pure that they're fantastic. They're actually translucent. And there's bigger pieces. I can find you some of those. There's a little high for getting across. But look, there's a little snake hiding here. Hoping that I don't see him. Don't worry, I know this type. He's not poisonous. He's just a water snake. You see him put his head down. And he's hoping that I, like any predator, like a hawk or anything from above, won't be able to see him. So he's actually holding his breath, hunts along the shoreline, and just eats little teeny tiny things. I'm gonna go ahead and say, hey, sorry to bug you. We just want to look at you. You should have a red tongue. You're okay. And they're awesome in the water, aren't they? A true serpent. Okay, we won't bug it more than that. That's pretty fun stuff. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, it's going home. Look at the scope, so be selective because there's a lot of material out there in the world. Here's another little water snake. Wow, but they're leading us to the good stuff. Look at this pre-rounded. The fun part about gathering stuff in the river is that it's had a lot of its soft material beaten off of it already. So you tend to get these ingots of purity from your minerals. You see the crystalline, low fractures, very few fractures in it, very solid color. Aqua blue greens with the black inclusions. Beautiful stuff. I have to go. This is actually dark green. See through at the edges, but that's just as dark and pure as you can get. If you get up here and you search this stuff, you'll see what I mean. You can drive through mountains of serpentine that are flaky and like a soapstone, and this is gem quality stuff. We'll take it home and cut it up and look through it. trusting. We are telling this place that we respect it, that we are here to see its secrets and its beauty, that that's why we are here, and that if it wants to show us anything, that this is the time, this is the moment, that we're the person that will notice the detail. And then we're just paying attention to see if it gives us anything. That is fine green and white, in case you're not getting that, and semi-translucent. Very cool stuff. Well, we only had a little bit of time today, about an hour and a half. We're coming up on that. But I was glad to get to go by this place. I was coming from deserts out to ocean at all cost. But still glad to see the outdoors are swarming with people enjoying their beautiful planet. So I hope that you all do that safely and continue to quest on. When you are by big boulders and water that can kill you if you fall in, please be very careful. Know that the rivers place these things, and then the water went out. So they went from weightless to where now they weigh a half a ton, and they'll break your leg and fall on you and do all kinds of nasty things to you, and they're just balanced there. So just be careful. Rockhounding before they had color television. Yes, that is a very pure chunk of serpentine. So probably what happened is up here pressure and heat compressed the silicates, the water, in this serpentine down to where it was more crystalline. So you can always think of rocks as like cooking candy. So these cooked into a harder tack. So they're way stronger and way more translucent and beautiful. It's yours. This is your national forest. A green band and this one I wanted to check out. Yeah, let's save that one for cutting, because that band looks like it goes all the way through, and that could be really cool. So this is a serpentine that I would say has been metamorphosized, changed from how it originally probably wiggled its way up, and then after that fact got affected. So it's been metamorphosized. And this one we can see is cool. And in more than one spot. So it's just another sign of the microcrystals in this getting compressed and heated and changed even more, which can occur at any point on its journey from where it has been created out in the trenches of the ocean and then slid along and been subducted under a plate and then wiggled back up. It actually is the creature that causes the heat, which creates the lava, which makes the volcanoes. So it's exposed to heat and change a lot. Has many different characteristics that you could describe in one stone because of all the different ways it gets changed. This is the first one I've ever seen with this large of crystals. It's basically granitized, and then with like what I would call maybe gypsum spar pattern in there, and you can see the tip actually goes into very crystalline emerald and then a layer of quartz. And it doesn't look like it, but it's pretty translucent. I think that we're going to take that and slice it also, because that's a good one, just to see how it develops out. And these are just gonna look like just all these dark stones, and they're drying, and half of them are just basically serpentinite, you know, the stone version, and some of it's the more pure gemmy kind of mineral. That's serpentine. These are two big old nodules. I think we should walk to the water with them. Yeah, we'll leave the bucket here. So that's just pure, all the way through. You can cut this in any shape you want. The fractures in it look minimal. It has fractured at the surface, but that's stone is pretty knit together. This one is also pure. You can see the colors here going from a deep green and radiating out into the lighter.